Hello guys, welcome to this video. This video is about vacuum tubes. So what are we going to learn in this video? We will learn about history of vacuum tubes, its working, types of vacuum tubes, its applications, advantages, and why they were discontinued. Vacuum tubes were invented by George Ambrose Fleming in the year 1904. These were also known as Fleming's valve. They only had one cathode and an anode. So what do vacuum tubes or valves do? Well, they comprise of few different parts. The first one is heater. It throws a bunch of electrons, and this process happens in vacuum, like in the case of incandescent bulb. Otherwise, the oxygen in the atmosphere would burn out the filament. The heater throws electrons on the plate, whose job is to collect those electrons. In between, we have a grid. Its job is to vary or modulate the flow of electrons from the heater to the plate. This symbol is used in circuit diagrams. We have a heater, a plate, and a grid in the middle. As I said earlier, the heater's job is to throw electrons. If there were no grid, then all the electrons would flow directly to the plate. So comes the grid, which vary or resist the flow of electrons. So we will see the types of vacuum tubes. There are various types of vacuum tubes that occupy important aspects in various technological fields. So the types of vacuum tubes are diode, triode, tetrode, and pentode. But nowadays these things are being replaced by silicon diodes, transistor, and integrated circuits.
Applications. Vacuum tubes are commonly used for amplification of a weak current, rectification of an AC to DC, generating of oscillating radio frequency power for radio and radar, and creation of images on a television screen or computer monitor. Among early generation electronic devices, vacuum tubes were widely used in television, radios, and computers. Advantage of having them was they are less susceptible to electromagnetic pulse effects and nuclear explosions. Therefore, it is still used by military in several applications long after the technology replaced them with transistors. It is still used in some specialized applications such as high power radio frequency transmitters and microwave ovens. Some professional musicians and audio engineers use audio equipments based on vacuum tubes technology. Other use include X-ray tubes, cathode ray tubes, magnetrons, and photomultipliers. They are even found in modern day technology used for mobile phones, Bluetooth, Wi Fi transmissions, and even in radar and satellite communication devices. Advantages: they have superior sound quality. They are highly linear without negative feedback, especially small signal types. They are tolerant of large overloads and voltage spikes. Smooth clipping is widely considered more musical than transistors. Characteristics of vacuum tubes are highly independent of temperature. It has wider dynamic range than transistor circuits due to higher operating voltages and overload tolerance. Device capacitances vary only slightly with signal voltages. Capacitance coupling can be done with small, high quality film capacitors due to inherently high impedances of tube circuits. So, why was it discontinued? Vacuum tubes are bulky, hence it was less suitable for portable products. It requires higher operating voltages. High power consumption needs heat supply that generates waste heat and yields lower efficiency. Vacuum tubes are made of glass tubes, which are fragile compared to metal transistors. Some vacuum tubes have higher cost than equivalent power transistors. So, it was replaced by transistors which are not expensive and are smaller in size. So, transistors has lower power consumption which leads to less waste of heat and high efficiency than equivalent tubes. It can sometimes operate on lower voltage supplies for greater safety. This was the basic idea about vacuum tubes.